Hey y'all, Katie here. If you live in Central Texas and you love books, you probably are listening to this podcast for a good reason, but Fayball Austin is coming. It is a book convention by day and an immersive fantasy book event by night. So come celebrate all things romantasy this Labor Day weekend at the Hilton Austin. Enjoy listening to authors, creators, and publishers discuss upcoming releases, self-publishing, representation in the literary community, and yours truly, and Abigail. She's also here.
Hi.
For more information, visit galaxycon.com/pages/Faye-ball. That's FAE-ball, or honestly, Google Fayball Austin. You will find it. And use the code %POD. That is all one word, no spaces. PERCENTPOD for 25% off tickets to the event. We'll be recording a live episode on Saturday, August 31st at 2 p.m. and we can't wait to see you there. While I have delved deep into romantasy, Abigail hasn't. So come and join us as Abigail finally reads the fan favorite A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I gently roast her during our live book club discussion. See y'all there. This episode is brought to you by the Barbie Olipop that Abigail got one can of for us to share.
Not a wine recording, an Olipop recording. Also brought to you by the Thirsty Pirate Pub in New Orleans.
Yeah, y'all know that pirate bar in New Orleans? It's not called the Thirsty Pirate Pub. It's called something else.
No, it's not.
No, that's not where these are from.
Where are they from?
These are from the Ren Fair.
Oh!
The other cups that we use to scoop the dog food are from that, like, blacksmith, whatever the fuck place in New Orleans. These are, because I was like, it does not say where these are from. These are from the Ren Fair. They are from when we got those beers at that, like, the bar was like on, it's where that guy was a dick to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, not the laser show.
Yes,
Both.
not the laser show.
Isn't that also where they had a thief who stole the mascot? Wasn't that the same bar?
Yes.
Yes.
So here's to the Thirsty Pirate Pub at Texas
Renaissance
Festival.
Yeah, have you guys watched Ren Fair on HBO? I'd love to talk to you about it, actually.
I really want to watch it this weekend, probably.
I just finished it, and I plugged for my real job for once. I'm writing about it right now, so that'll be out shortly. It'll be out on Friday.
Google Abigail's name.
Google my name. Nobody else really comes up.
Yeah.
But it made me mad by the end of it, and I was like, can I keep giving this man my money? Did he just ruin our best Thanksgiving ever?
Mm-hmm.
And our ongoing best Thanksgivings ever?
See, but a lot of other presumably good people get money too.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully good people.
Hopefully good people. Not all people are good.
That's true. I'd like to think most of them are, but I don't know if that's true either.
Do you, though?
I'd like to think that.
But do you?
No.
Yeah, see.
But I also don't know if I really believe people are good or bad. I think everyone's just a person. There are definitely some bad people.
Welcome to this existential podcast, 50%.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Anyway.
The inherent evil of people.
Yeah, no one's all good or all bad, I think is my feeling about it.
I think that's reasonable.
Anyway, I don't want to get that deep because this episode is about light and fun and silly and beachy.
And summer.
Which
we hate, but does come with good things. Like pools.
Like
and
Abigail's
romance.
cowboy pool.
Yeah.
We already talked about that? I don't know if we have.
We were in the process of installing it. No, wait, had we finished it? We hadn't soaked in it yet when we last recorded.
The pool lives.
The pool lives, and it is excellent.
Yeah, we floated in it.
And that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Today, as you're listening. We are probably currently, well, Abigail has to work.
I'll be watching from the window like that Squidward meme. Actually, no, I'll probably go sit outside. I'll sit under the shade.
You have to at least come sit with
us. No, I'm going to come sit outside.
You can put your feet in the pool.
Yeah, I can't. I just, I have to make sure I'm, sitting in the shade or my laptop overheats.
That's true.
So that is the problem.
That's true.
But the pool lives. It is full Birkenstock, claw clip, Rob Thomas, Santana, smooth summer.
Fuck yeah.
Also, everyone go read that New York Times article about the 25th anniversary of Smooth. Who knew it's the most successful rock song of all time?
You know, I wouldn't have, if you had asked me what's the most successful rock song of all time, I wouldn't have answered that. But knowing that, it makes a lot of sense. Doesn't it taste like Peachios?
I just took my first sip of the Olipop, and, it kind of tastes worse when it's not in the can.
I agree. The can is part of the experience. It is quite good. I just don't want a lot of it.
Yes. Also, sorry to the listeners. I'm a little sniffly.
Now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn.
Sniffling instead
I
of
don't
me.
know why. Maybe it's all the bee balm in my yard. Who knows? But it's been there for a while.
You do have a lot of flowers out there.
Yeah. Thank Austin.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we're going to round up some summer reads like we did 2 years in a row. So now we're on our 3rd year.
Wow. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So these are all books. This is not an exhaustive list by any means. These are all books that I got approved for on NetGalley that are coming out this summer. I only included one book that I've already read in here, and then I realized that there are other books that have recently come out or are coming out this summer that I want to include. So one of which is The Paradise Problem. Obviously, that goes without saying that we endorse.
We endorse
that as a summer read. The other one being the new Carly Fortune, which y'all know I'm a Carly Fortune girly. I liked it. It was fine. It wasn't my favorite. I liked it.
Obviously, the new Ashley Poston, which we will discuss in our next episode.
Which doesn't feel as explicitly summery to me, but I might feel differently when I'm reading it in the summer.
Okay.
I don't remember if it takes place in the summertime or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to remember.
But these all feel like summer.
Yes, they either feel like summer, they explicitly mention summer, or they are coming out this summer and they feel a little summer, like beach ready, candy kind of vibes.
Great. Did this come out April 2nd?
Yes, it came out April 2nd, but it is summery from my understanding.
And stuff that comes out in April still counts.
Yeah.
You know, stuff takes a minute to gain some steam.
Right. They always release, the Halloween books come out in August. The Christmas books come out in September, October.
Right.
So the summer books started coming out in April. Would you consider Happy Medium a summer book?
Oh, it does take place in the summer.
I would put it in this category.
I would too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how when we first talked about summer reads, where it's like they leave, they go somewhere.
Right.
She goes somewhere.
Right.
To a goat farm.
I also think a summer read can just be a light-ish, fun book, whether it's romance or not. I'm reading the new Tana French right now because I love to treat myself to some thriller mystery in the summertime because it's easy.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So, if they don't come out, again, these are summer reads.
Yeah,
regardless of when they came out.
We're covering April through August releases right now.
Yes, and obviously endorse all the ones we've done episodes on. Qualify those as you will.
Yes.
So, starting off strong with a friend of the, I guess, kind of friend of an author we like, Alison Cochran, with Here We Go Again. She's kind of a friend of the pod. We did Kiss Her Once for Me.
We did. No, we
didn't. We just talked about it a lot.
We just talked about it.
Anyway, we loved that book.
We loved that book. I'm a fan of Alison Cochran.
Well, here is her book that came out April 2nd, Here We Go Again, which has a 4.24 on Goodreads.
Which is bananas.
Yeah, especially after being out for a couple months.
Right.
So I will read the blurb for this one. Pardon my sniffles. I'm blind reacting to these. Katey has presumably read them.
I have not. I kind of skimmed. I Control-F for the word summer in most of them just to kind of double check, but I have not read them. So I'm also kind of blindly reacting.
Okay, great. All right. So here's the blurb for Here We Go Again by Alison Cochran. A long time ago, Logan Miletus and Rosemary Hale used to be friends. They spent their childhood summers running through the woods, rebelling against their conservative small town and dreaming of escaping. But then an incident the summer before high school turned them into bitter rivals. After graduation, they went 10 years without speaking. Now in their 30s, Logan and Rosemary find they aren't quite living the lives of adventure they imagined for themselves. Still in their small town and working as teachers at their alma mater, they're both stuck in old patterns. What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Uptight Rosemary chooses security and stability over all else, working constantly, and her most stable relationship is with her label maker. Chaotic and impulsive Logan has a long list of misguided ex-lovers and an apathetic shrug she uses to protect herself from anything real. And as hard as they try to avoid each other and their complicated past, they keep crashing into each other, including with their cars. Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah. But also, like, if you're going to work at the same school as somebody, you're going to run into them all the time. So they're not working that hard at avoiding each other.
Exactly, yeah.
Be realistic, you guys.
Right.
Anyway.
Maybe they mean, like, avoid, like, maybe they like each other, but they're trying to avoid it because they, like, work together or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Continuing on. But when their beloved former English teacher and lifelong mentor tells them he has only a few months to live, the fuck? They're forced together once and for all to fulfill his last, you're missing a word here.
I am.
His last wish.
Something.
A cross-country road trip. Stuffed into the gayest van west of the Mississippi. The three embark on a life-changing summer trip from Washington State to the Grand Canyon, from the Gulf Coast to coastal Maine, that will chart a new future and perhaps lead them back to one another. Holy shit.
I wonder where on the Gulf Coast.
I know. One, we're probably hopefully going to get a Galveston.
Yeah.
That would be bonkers, but I hope so. This is like a living Mrs. Nash's ashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's alive.
I'm very intrigued by this. They're still in their small town and working as teachers. Like, that's like a new construction, I feel like. Like a new plot hook, I guess, because normally it's like one person is back home and the other person has like returned home for some reason or another. But the fact that they've presumably been in this town the entire time, maybe? Or at least both ended up there. That feels kind of fresh and interesting.
There's kind of a lot of starting off points for this plot where it's like, they were friends. They worked together. They
Bitter
hate
rivals.
each other.
Yeah.
They apparently crash into each other with their cars. Now they're going on a road trip.
I love it.
I'm putting it on my Libby waitlist right now.
I'm thrilled. Maybe I'll pick this up today because I'm not currently reading a romance.
About 13 weeks wait. Well, we'll see where I get there.
Yeah.
Placeholds. I've gotten really lucky with skip-the-line copies lately.
Really? I haven't. That's annoying.
Yeah. Well, anyway. All right. I just put my hold on that one. So,
nice.
I'm fucking pumped for this.
I know. I didn't realize until today how high the rating was on Goodreads when I was putting this document together. And now I'm like, wait, I'm going to move this up on my list.
Also, I was like, did we somehow get a heterosexual Alison Cochran? But Logan is a gender-neutral name. So.
Yes.
No, it's still gay.
So too. Yeah.
Fear not. Still gay.
Yep. Okay, so this next one is by an author that I have personally never heard of, but I saw... Honestly, I think what I did is I searched the word summer on NetGalley.
Just picked
some stuff.
Sure.
But this one, I remember having a cute cover, and it sounded cute. So this one, it came out on April 30th. It is called Effie Olsen's Summer Special. It's by Rochelle Bilo? Who knows?
Bilow.
Yes. Effie Olsen thought she'd never settle down on the tiny Maine island. Lots of Maine. On the tiny Maine island where she grew up, but she's returning from a whirlwind 16 years as a professional chef in far-flung countries for one summer and one summer only.
Yes.
Nice. Her hometown boasts one of the best restaurants in the U.S., and lucky for her, Brown Butter, great name for a restaurant.
Oh my God, do you remember Butter, though, on Gossip Girl?
I do.
And, and also in real life in New York.
Yes, yeah. And also the real-life restaurant.
Anyway, keep going.
Not a fake TV restaurant.
Not a fake. I mean, yeah. It does exist. I think it still exists too, but no, it's not as hot. It's not as hoppin'.
Yeah, as it was on Gossip Girl.
Yeah,
and in the early 2000s. Anyway,
exactly.
Okay. Lucky for her, Brown Butter needs a sous chef. Effie is eager for a chance at redemption after her last job went up in flames. I wonder if that means literally.
She burned down the restaurant.
Or set something on fire. But reluctant to set down roots in a place that reminds her of the ghosts of her past. Until, that is, she runs into Ernie Callahan, her one-time best friend who now works in the very same restaurant.
Whoa.
Early morning swims and late-night games of Truth or Dare with Ernie remind her of what she's been missing while traveling the world. He knows her better than anyone, and it doesn't hurt that his smile lights her up brighter than the lighthouses dotting the craggy coastline. But brown butter has a secret that's bursting at the seams, and if Effie doesn't keep it, her job will vanish into the foggy Maine air. As summer draws to a close, she realizes a second chance at her dream job and the perfect guy are both within reach. The salty seaside town of Adler Isle is the key to Effie's sweet ending. All she has to do now is learn to let her heart lead the way.
Well,
It sounds cute, right?
It does sound cute.
Yeah.
Austin Public Library has 1 copy.
Nice. Abigail's just filling her library.
I really
list.
am. I need these summer ones. Also, like, I am getting so many TikToks of those girlies who just, like, get to go to Maine for a couple weeks. And, wow, why do we live so far from Maine?
I know. I really want to go. Sorry, I'm deleting a part of the the part at the blurb that's like, this anticipated that's like not really worth reading. Yeah, I would love to go to Maine.
I want to eat lobster, and also I just did a Happy Place reread, and so it's really fueling.
Yeah,
my feminine urge to run away.
Yeah, I love a romance novel set in Maine.
I guess we have to go at some point.
Guess we have to go.
Is that where we can buy our property?
We can't afford property in Maine.
Not even as a
foursome? No, probably not.
Probably not. You're right. Maybe someday. Get us rich off this podcast, guys, so Katey and I can have a house in Maine.
Yeah, make this podcast where you get my click-clack typing and Abigail sniffs in the microphone.
Look, this is high-quality content.
If you want it to be better quality, make us money.
So we can hire somebody to help us.
Exactly. I can do it. I just don't want to.
We just don't have time.
I just don't have time. I do this for my job. I don't want to spend too much time on it on this side.
We're busy women. We do this podcast because we love doing it, but we are busy women. To our own chagrin.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this next one I want to preface by saying I saw Sarah Adler share this on Instagram, and it was when I saw her. I think she posted on like the publication day or something, and I immediately went and requested it before the NetGalley thing was over.
Nice.
So I know nothing about it. I just saw that Sarah recommended it. So
best friend of the pod, Sarah Adler.
Yep. So there you go.
All right. So this one's Summertime Punchline by Betty Corello. Great name.
And it came out on May 21st.
Yes. Then, Delphina Silva Miller wants one thing, to leave behind Evergreen, New Jersey, and never look back. Lots of leaving small towns right now.
Yep.
Despite her adoring grandmother's best efforts, Del can't bear to live another moment at the whims of her deadbeat dad. So cliche. That's not me saying that. That's in the blurb.
Yeah.
And her ever-temperamental crush, Eddie Rodriguez, parentheses, humiliating.
I love the parentheticals here.
These are great. Now, if there's one thing Del knows how to do, it's spin her bad luck into a killer joke. After years of hard work, she's finally landed a coveted spot at a huge comedy festival, molding the often tragic raw material of her life into comedic gold. But when Del loses her job, boyfriend, and apartment in the span of a few hours, holy shit, she's forced to pack her bags and return to the home she swore off at 18. Del is determined not to let her history with Evergreen distract her. She has 45 days to perfect a new comedy set and march into her new life. Instead, she marches right into Eddie Rodriguez, but he's nothing like the boy she left behind 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Ooh, a theme.
As the festival draws closer, Del is faced with the terrifying possibility that everything she's ever wanted isn't as far away as it once seemed.
Nice.
Ooh, another comedy heroine.
Yeah.
Hopefully more likable than You Again, gal.
Hopefully so. Isn't Eddie Rodriguez the name of the guy in Taking Back Sunday?
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Is this Taking Back Sunday fan fiction?
That would be so funny.
That's a romance Katey and I can write.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get some Jersey Shore in this.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. This also reminds me about how my sister, every time something happens to her that is somewhat bad, she writes it down and adds it to her
phone note.
Her stand-up routine phone note.
It's really funny.
Katey and I made her read it out loud to us once, and it was really funny.
It's really good.
The best
There's
one.
some shit on there that I just straight up cannot believe.
Maybe one day we'll get her to do a dramatic reading.
Anyway, moving on. The next book also came out on May 21st and is also an author that I don't think I have ever heard of, certainly have not read anything by. The book is called Savor It, and it is by Tara DeWitt, and it has a 4.1 on Goodreads, which, you know, it's been out for like about a month, so that's pretty good. Anyway, here it is. Summer won't last forever. Sage Bird has lived in the coastal town of Spoons, Spunes, Spoons, Oregon, parentheses, not to be confused with Forks, Washington.
Not to be confused.
Her entire life. She's learned to love her small world with the misfit animals on her hobby farm and her friendships with the town's inhabitants. But when her 5-year relationship ends and her ex, town golden boy Ian, suddenly gets engaged, Sage needs a win, something that will convince everyone to stop pitying her all the time and to put Ian in his place. The Festival of Spoons, the town's annual summer competition, what are you competing in, would be the perfect opportunity. She just needs a partner. Fisher Lang was a hotshot chef. There's a theme across all of these.
Chefs and small towns.
Chefs, small towns, festivals.
All returning, yeah. No one's left their small town yet.
Exactly. Fisher Lang was a hotshot chef in New York City until the loss of his sister left him numb, grieving, and responsible for his teenage niece, Indy.
Okay, as I was reading this and I saw numb, I just like skimmed over and I thought it said until the loss of his thumb.
It's rough for a chef.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway, keep going.
When Fisher loses his Michelin star, along with his love of cooking, his boss sends him and Indy to Spoons on a much-needed summer sabbatical to consult on a restaurant opening. But when clashes with the townspeople threaten his last chance to redeem himself and a kiss with his new neighbor Sage leads to dating rumors, a strategic alliance might just be the best way to turn things around. A deal is struck. Sage will improve Fisher's image in the eyes of the town and remove the roadblocks he is facing with the restaurant, and Fisher will be Sage's partner for the competition. But as what is the competition? But as their pact, is it cooking?
Hold on,
it doesn't say.
I know.
Anyway, but as their pact quickly turns into steamy rendezvous, emotional wounds begin to heal, and the pair tries to savor every moment, they start to realize that summer is racing by much faster than they would like. ...
Okay, I also just looked on the library description. It also doesn't say what the competition is, so...
Presumably it's cooking.
Presumably, because what else is this guy good at?
Yeah.
But also, Tara, please.
Give the people what they want.
Details.
This looks fun. And like I said, it has a 4.1 on Goodreads, so...
He's got a mustache on the cover.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that cover does not really evoke...
cooking.
Quirky, small town cooking competition kind of vibes.
Yeah. Elena Armas, if you guys are fans of Spanish Love Deception, Katie was not.
I hated that book.
Yeah, well, she said it was an absolutely delightful treat to savor. Relatable, sexy, and beautiful.
Okay.
So, if you guys are fans.
I don't doubt she has good taste, I just didn't like her book.
Publishers Weekly said, this is a charmer.
Okay.
Oh,
cute. I'm in.
They share a love of puns, apparently. So.
Nice.
So, yeah.
This next one I have read, and I really liked it, so I wanted to include it on this list because I want you to read it.
Great. So, June 4th came Summer Romance by Annabelle...
I'm going to say Monahan.
That's what you've been saying, so we're going to stick with that. By Annabelle Monahan.
4.25 on Goodreads. Which, it only came out, like 2 weeks ago, so, grain of salt, but still.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Benefits of a summer romance. It's always fun. I mean, maybe. Always brief, and no one gets their heart broken. Okay, I already have an issue with that, because that's not really true.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
But that's fine. Moving on.
But that is kind of the main hook of the book. So.
Okay, maybe for some people that's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. There aren't enough labeled glass containers to contain the mess that is Allie Morris's life. Her mom died 2 years ago. Then her husband left. Damn. And she hasn't worn pants with a zipper in longer than she cares to remember.
Yeah, I'm not going to say this isn't kind of a bummer, but it's very sweet.
She's a professional organizer whose pantry is a disgrace. No one is more surprised than Allie when the first time she takes off her wedding ring and puts on pants with hardware. Overalls count, right? They do count. She meets someone. Or rather, her dog claims a man for her in the same way he claimed his favorite of her 3 children, by peeing on him. Ethan smiles at Allie like her pants are just right, and he likes what he sees. The last thing Allie needs is to make her life messier, but there's no harm in a little summer romance. Is there?
This book was so fun.
Was it?
Yeah, I really liked it's not often that I enjoy, which I've said this on the podcast before, I don't always enjoy romances where one or both of the main characters have kids, just because that's not my current lived experience.
Mhm.
So I don't really relate. But the whole like her having kids and like the divorcee, like it just adds a layer to this book. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
So do they both have kids, or does she just have kids?
She just has kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, and he one of the like the major kind of plot is focused around like he inherits this house from his parents that he doesn't want to inherit, essentially. His parents are still alive. They're just like moving to Florida or something.
Oh my God, it's like What's His Face in Well Met.
Yes, exactly. His parents decide to move to Florida or something. They're like, you get the house. And he's like, I don't want this house. I don't live here. I live in like Boston or something, I want to say. But now he's stuck in this small town, like getting the house ready to sell it. And there's a bunch of crap in there. And so Allie, being a professional organizer, helps him like throw out stuff and like decide what to get rid of and like organize and stuff. So that's kind of what brings them together.
I believe that this is fun, but also that's my least favorite chore.
Yeah, it's kind of satisfying to read about it. The way she like divides stuff into like piles of like keep, giveaway, whatever. I could never do it, but I like it was satisfying to read about.
Somebody I know recently moved, and they were like, it was so satisfying just throwing stuff away. And my climate anxiety is throwing things away.
Yeah.
And knowing it goes to a landfill. So I don't have that luxury.
It's satisfying to get rid of stuff.
Yes.
But where it goes is sometimes stressful.
The existential weight of living.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Moving on. This one's a little different. We're leaving the States.
Oh, finally.
It's called The Irish Goodbye by Amy Ewing, who I also think is a new author to me. And did I also say it came out June 4th? I don't know. Okay.
Came out June 4th.
Came out June 4th. Here we go. Cordelia James was once at the top of her game, a renowned street photographer with a massive social media following, gallery showings in Chelsea, and a lucrative book deal. But after the sudden death of her father, Cordelia can barely force herself to leave her apartment.
A lot of dead parents this summer.
Yeah. That is until she sees an ad for a summer gig at a cozy cottage on Ireland's picturesque Inishmore. Sorry to the Irish for probably not pronouncing that right. Inishmore Island. Cordelia is on a plane before she can talk herself out of it. The moment she steps off the boat, she crashes literally into Niall. I'm assuming this is pronounced Niall, like One Direction Niall. Is it spelled the same? Into Niall O'Connor, a grumpy local who's just returned home to Inishmore? Inishmore? Who knows? From Dublin. Niall is nursing a broken heart and trying to patch up a broken life, and he has no time for posh American tourists. The more Cordelia's and Niall's paths cross, the more they make each other's lives hell. But as with all rivalries, their hatred is about to reach a tipping point, and it's going to heat up their cool coastal nights.
This summer gig sounds like those PR things we used to get all the time where it was like, get paid $1,000 to watch Netflix for 36 hours.
Yep. Still sounds great. This is kind of giving The Holiday a little bit.
I was just thinking that.
And this one sounds a little different than the other ones that we've talked about. So
we got a cottage.
Probably still a small town.
It seems like it. A grumpy local.
But we started in New York City, at least.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so going to a small town.
Yeah.
Small town summer. It really is.
Small town summer, for real. This next one, I read in a New York Minute by Kate Spencer that I thought was good, not great.
Like the Olsen twins movie?
That is what it's titled, but it is not.
Not a retelling of the Olsen twins movie?
Yes.
Bummer.
But the In a New York Minute was kind of cute because the meet cute in the book was the subway doors closed on the woman's dress and like rip the dress and the guy like comes to her rescue, and then someone took a video of it and it went viral, and so people are like rooting for them to be together even though they're like, we don't know each other. So it was cute. I liked it enough. I didn't love it. I liked it enough to now want to read her second book, though.
Okay.
Or this may not be her second one. The next one.
This one.
So
out June 11th. So very recently.
Yep.
One Last Summer by Kate Spencer. Clara Millen's life is spiraling out of control. Another theme. That's just a romance theme, though.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's a mess.
Her dream job is a nightmare. She's resoundingly single, and it's been years since she's taken some time off. Ugh. Thankfully,
don't look at it too hard.
That hit a little too close to home right now. Thankfully, the last problem she can fix. This year, she'll join her friends on their annual summer vacation to their beloved childhood sleepover camp for a much-needed escape. What?
Camp.
Okay.
I would love to do this. Go back and stay at camp as a grown-up.
Do camps do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
this one does.
Cool. But when Clara arrives at Pine Lake Camp, perfect camp name.
Yep.
She faces yet another unwelcome change. The owners are retiring and selling the property.
Whoa.
The news turns her plans for revelry into a night of reminiscing and prompts a surprise heart-to-heart between Clara and Mac, her old camp nemesis and constant competitor who's still just as annoying and annoyingly handsome. Soon the campfires aren't all that's throwing off sparks. And when we haven't gotten a good tomato. And when one wildly passionate night turns into two, then too many to count, Clara begins to wonder if she and Mac could have a future together. But when Clara's boss finally offers her everything she's worked so hard for, Clara will need to decide if the life she's always wanted is the life that makes her feel truly alive.
Wow.
This is like teenage fantasy.
Yeah.
As an adult.
Grown-up summer camp.
Yeah.
Your camp crush.
Second chance camp crush.
I love it.
This sounds fun.
This does sound fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. This sounds very fun.
The problem that I have when we do these is that then I get like decision paralysis.
Yes.
We read through all of these and then I'm like, I want to read that one next. No, I want to read that one next. And then I can't decide.
Yes.
So then I just like read something else.
Yes.
And I don't read any of these. And then it's September and I'm like, fuck, I didn't read any of those summer books. And then I'm like, well, now I have to wait until next summer. And then I have backlogs from the last 3 summers. Does this happen to you guys?
Happens to me.
Yeah. Okay. So this next one, I think is also a Sarah Adler recommendation, but do not quote me on that. But I think this is where I heard about it. I'm not entirely sure. It came out today as we're recording this.
Nice.
Yesterday as you're listening. Also a new author to me, I'm pretty sure. It is called Right Where We Left Us.
Ouch.
Yeah, by Jen Devon. Wow, this name is a mouthful. Temperance, Jean Madigan, and Duncan Brady have never gotten it right. After one radiant secret summer together when they were 18, they've been on again, off again ever since. Now, despite the red-hot chemistry and Temperance Jean, TJ.
Cute.
Yeah, and TJ's closeness with Duncan's family, they're virtually strangers, only capable of adversarial banter, awkward small talk, and the occasional messy hookup. When a wedding at the Brady's, misplaced apostrophe in this description.
No!
When a wedding at the Brady's vineyard lands TJ there for the summer, their mutual avoidance strategies prove impossible. The last thing TJ wants is to be under those angsty, heated glances Duncan thinks he hides. And for Duncan, having fiery TJ constantly close is the ultimate distraction that he absolutely can't afford. When forced proximity begins to chip away at their armor, buried tensions resurface, old wounds urge confrontation, and once-in-a-lifetime love demands one last chance to finally get it right. I like a second chance. You like a wedding.
I do like a wedding.
I like a vineyard. We both like a vineyard.
Most of the time, yes.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Kind of how I feel about chefs in books.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's if you get it wrong, it's really annoying.
Yeah. I feel like there's not a ton of info in this blurb, but enough to get me interested in reading it.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure what happens in this book based on the blurb.
They probably drink a lot of wine.
Yeah. But if Sarah recommends it, I'll follow her off a mountain.
Yep.
So,
quote us on that.
Yep.
All right, so this next one also came out today as we're recording.
Yeah. And this is by the author who did Love in the Time of Serial Killers, which I liked, not loved.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's called The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson. Daphne Brink doesn't follow baseball, but watching America's Snooze Fest certainly beats sitting at home in the days after she signs her divorce papers. Damn. After one too many ballpark beers, she heckles Carolina battery player Chris Kepler, who quickly proves there might actually be a little crying in baseball. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Their meet cute is her heckling. This is incredible.
Horrified, Daphne reaches out to Chris on social media to apologize, but forgets to identify herself as his heckler in her message. So what does she type? Chris doesn't usually respond to random fans on social media, but he's grieving and fragile after an emotionally turbulent few months. When a DM from Ducky catches his eye, he impulsively messages back. Ducky is sweet, funny, and seems to understand him in a way that no one else does.
Maybe she just says, like, hey, sorry about the heckling or whatever.
Yeah.
Not sorry I did the heckling.
Okay. This is making more sense now. Daphne isn't sure how much longer she can keep lying to Chris, especially as she starts working with the team in real life and their feelings for each other deepen. When he finds out the truth, will it be 3 strikes, she's out? Boo!
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato, tomato. It's fine,
Cute, though.
It's cute. Okay. I could either really like this or really hate it.
Yeah, when I was reading Love in the Time of Serial Killers, there were some times that I was like, I'm really enjoying this. And then there were other times that I'm like, I don't like this at all. But then after the book ended, I was like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
You know?
This is kind of like I love My Favorite Half Night Stand, but those are bad people.
Yeah.
You
yeah. You don't like it when they lie about their identities.
Yes. Even though My Favorite Half Night Stand is all based on somebody lying about their identity. Kind of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this could, depending on how it plays out.
Right.
Could be really fun.
Right.
Could be fine.
Right.
Could also really annoy me.
Yeah.
But I love the meet cute.
Yeah, that's very funny. And I like that we have a summer romance that's not like a beach, a lake.
I know, baseball's fun.
Whatever. Yeah, that is fun. I haven't read a baseball book, I don't think, unless one of the Abby Jimenez's or Tessa Bailey.
Not Tessa Bailey, not the Jasmine Guillory.
Yes, the first Jasmine Guillory, or the second.
I think it's the second.
No, it's the first one because he fake proposes, right? The proposal?
No, it's the second one because the first one is the wedding date.
Oh, you're right.
And I don't remember what the baseball one is called, but really,
I think it's the proposal.
Oh, I think you're right. But
because
really,
doesn't he like fake propose on the?
She gets proposed to at a baseball game as she's running away.
Yes, that's right. That one
was fun.
That was fun.
That one was fun. I'm on the record of being like not the biggest Jasmine Guillory fan, but that one was fun.
That's my favorite of hers for sure.
That one was fun. And that's the only baseball part of it too, I think.
Yeah.
So it is kind of fun that this isn't a beach.
And I love whoever does Alicia Thompson's covers. Like, I want to buy all of her books just because the covers are so cool. They're like that. What's that? It's like, It's like that cartoony style. Are you looking it up?
Yep.
You're going to know what this is called.
Pop art.
There you go.
Ooh, these are beautiful.
They're really beautiful.
I love this. Also, it kind of reminds me of like the Babysitter's Club.
Yeah.
It's like pop art mixed with those like 90s like paperbacks.
Yeah. Well, and another series that I just finished, I read all 3 of them in a week, was the Lila Sage's like Western, I forget what it's like, the Rebel Blue Ranch series. The first one is Done and Dusted. And I got hooked. Like the reason I initially downloaded that from Kindle Unlimited was because the cover was so cool. Ooh. And it was like they're like cool vintage Western style art. And I'm going to buy all of the books just because I want to own them. They're really beautiful.
I do love that. Also, the art of catching feelings for a book about baseball is very clever.
Very cute.
Yeah. Love it. Okay. All right. I'm kind of getting sold on the cover art, so, you know.
I know. And the thing, like, thinking back on Love in the Time of Serial Killers, I think the main character in it was like, I think she was getting her PhD and she was writing her dissertation or something on true crime. Like, she studied true crime and researched it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of just very, like, stereotypical, like, almost like, I'm not like other girls, I'm obsessed with murder kind of vibes in it. And maybe that's just because I do true crime work in my job. I don't know if I was maybe the right audience for that book.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean,
necessarily.
It's funny you say that because that's my biggest thing I don't really love about Jasmine Guillory is like all of her heroines have that, I'm not like other girls. I eat pizza.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a scene in like all of her books, I swear, where they just like sit on the couch and order takeout. And it's like, played as like kind of a unique thing. And I'm like, it is not. And maybe I want to go to a fancy restaurant. Maybe I am like other girls.
Right.
Like, it is fine. We don't have to pretend.
Yeah.
But that's my, so it's funny you say that.
Yeah. It wasn't even that explicit. It was more just the undertone of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, there was definitely, she was like, I know this is weird
to
other people. And I was like, it's not that fucking weird.
Yeah. You know, and also speaking of my favorite half night stand, I'm really bad with names today, but the female lead in that one, she like she does her research on serial killers and it's played very differently where she's like, I work in like creepy stuff. Yeah. So it's not really played like a not like other girls thing. It's more of like, I was kind of a weird kid because I was talking about like, who's Lizzie Borden or whatever, but like otherwise as an adult, she's just like, this is what I do. It's weird.
Right. Exactly.
So,
So I don't know if maybe I'm a little sensitive about that or...
It's like how we feel when people write about journalists.
I think so too. I did overall, like, again, I liked the book. I didn't love the book, but I do want to read this one. And I want to have these books on my shelves because they're pretty.
They are pretty.
Okay, so now we're jumping forward to July. So from here on out, these books aren't out yet. And I included this book on here because I listened to an audiobook of, what was the name of it? It was called Blush by this same author, Jamie Brenner. And it was not a romance per se. It was more like a family drama set on, I can't remember if I told you about this book, a family drama set on like a vineyard. And it was that whole thing of like the dad was going to shut the vineyard down and the daughter was trying to save it. Kind of like that kind of trope. Yeah. But the mom, like there was drama between the mom and the daughter, the grown daughter, and like some of the other, it was like a family drama, but there was a romance in it. Okay. It was just nice. It was kind of stressful, but it was nice.
Kind of like Unsinkable Greta James.
Yeah. That kind of vibe. Yeah. So I'm interested in this one because this one seems maybe a little lighter. Anyway. Okay. So this is A Novel Summer by Jamie Brenner. It comes out on July 16th. Author Shelby Archer found inspiration for her first novel while living on the picturesque shores of Provincetown on Cape Cod. When she comes to the town to celebrate her new bestseller, she is expecting a warm homecoming. But instead, she is confronted with the cold shoulders of friends and neighbors who feel exposed and betrayed. Ooh, why?
Okay.
Maybe they're in the book.
Probably so.
Heartbroken, Shelby tries to move on and focus on her next novel. But then an unexpected call comes. Her dear friend who owns the beloved Land's End... You couldn't come up with a different name?
Yeah.
Land's End bookshop needs help for the summer. Shelby reluctantly returns to the Cape to manage the store. Back at the beach, Shelby sets her focus on the tiny seaside shop, getting lost in the shelves of steamy romance novels and dusty classics and trying to right the wrongs of her past. With every page turned and every customer served, Shelby comes closer to gaining back the trust of those she hurt. But as her manuscript deadline nears, she is again forced to choose between her own success and a second chance at love and belonging. So this kind of feels like that other one in that maybe the romance is kind of an afterthought.
Yeah, I'm also kind of like, is there romance?
It's classified as a romance on good, like romance is listed in the genre on Goodreads, but it's not the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm like, is her dear friend the romantic possibility? Is it somebody else in the town? Some mystery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, the last one just had like a like a sprinkle of romance.
This is like book lovers from Dusty's perspective, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where she wrote about Sunshine Falls and everyone was like, this town wasn't like that, but we're going to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the reverse, I guess.
Yeah.
Where everyone hates her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Also out on July 16th, we have The Anti-Wedding Party by Lucy Knott. Katey has a note here that says, not great reviews on Goodreads, but it's early, so.
It had like a 3.2 or something, but I never like to judge the Goodreads reviews before the book has actually come out.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
There you go.
So, okay. Andy hates weddings, so when her best friend Alex tells her she's getting married in Italy, okay, well, you can't hate weddings now, and asks her to be her maid of honor, she knows she's the wrong woman for the job. Suck it up and go to Italy.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, whatever. But Alex won't take no for an answer. What? Just say yes.
Yeah.
And so begins a week-long trip to a beautiful villa in Italy.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, right? Twist my arm.
Yeah.
Full of potential disasters that it's Andy's job to avoid. But what if she's the one causing him?
Oh, no.
I feel like alarm bells like going
yeah,
off.
me too. The little red light emoji.
Yeah. Enter Owen, fellow wedding hater, best man, and also the worst person for the job. These people make terrible decisions on their wedding parties already.
Yep.
Tall, sexy, and warm. Andy can't help but feel the ice around her heart begin to melt when he's around. But as Andy and Owen grow closer, the disasters begin to multiply, try as they might to keep them at bay. Together, can they put their feelings aside and pull off a successful wedding for those they love most? Okay, Andy and Owen are bad people.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip this one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm too fresh off my own wedding, but also, like, one, suck it up. You're going to Italy.
Yeah. I already don't like these people, which does not bode well for the book, but I will attempt to read it because I have it on NetGalley, so
all right, you have fun with that. I will not join you.
Yeah. We'll see how far I make it. I'll report back.
I like the Italy setting.
Yeah, I do too. I like the general broad idea.
Yeah.
Next, we have, we're moving into August, and we have one of our faves, Casey McQuiston, finally,
yep,
has a new book out. Casey's last book was I Kissed Shara Wheeler, I think, which was a YA.
Oh, yes.
So I'm glad that we have adult romance back from Casey McQuiston, and this book is called The Pairing. It comes out August 6th. Can't remember if I said that. Theo and Kit have been a lot of things. Childhood best friends, crushes, in love, and now estranged exes. After a brutal breakup on the transatlantic flight to their dream European food and wine tour... I'm sorry, Abigail's sister just texted us that she just saw a Cybertruck.
Which, in Kansas City, that's kind of an accomplishment, not so much in Austin. But also, did you know they've only sold like 3,500 Cybertrucks?
3,000 of them must be here.
I know, but that's so few. And then all of them had to get recalled.
I saw like 6 of them driving in a line the other day.
Ew. Oh, were they on the way to the Cybertruck rodeo? And
fucking probably.
Yeah, near Waco.
Yeah, maybe.
They all did donuts, and I think auctioned off a bottle of like Tesla tequila or something. Crazy shit, man.
Anyways, I could not continue on with that. I just saw it on my watch and giggled. Anyway, what are we talking about? Okay, Theo and Kit broke up on a transatlantic flight to their dream European food and wine tour. They exited each other's lives once and for all. Time apart has done them good. Theo has found confidence as a hustling bartender by night and aspiring sommelier by day, with a long roster of casual lovers.
Uh-oh.
Yeesh. Kit, who never returned to America, graduated as the reigning sex god of his pastry school class and now bakes at one of the finest restaurants in Paris.
Okay, so still gay.
Yep. Sure, nothing really compares to what they had, and life stretches out long and lonely ahead of them, but yeah, it's in the past. All that remains is the unused voucher for the European tour that never happened, good for 48 months after its original date and about to expire.
What travel agency are they working with?
Yeah. 4 years later, it seems like a great idea to finally take the trip, solo, separately. It's not until they board the tour bus that they discover they've both accidentally had the exact same idea, and now they're trapped with each other for 3 weeks of stunning views, luscious flavors, and the most romantic cities of France, Spain, and Italy. It's fine. There's nothing left between them. So much nothing that when Theo suggests a friendly wager to see who can sleep with their hot Italian tour guide first. Incredible. Should have led with that. Yeah. Kit is totally game. And why stop there? Why not a full-on European hookup competition?
Stop.
But sometimes a taste of everything only makes you crave what you can't have. I am so in.
I just like thrashed in the chair.
I am so in.
Oh my God.
I am so in.
This is crazy.
Incredible.
Love it.
Incredible.
Oh man. Okay.
No notes.
This is all of the restaurant drama that I love of Austin's world that he is no longer really a part of.
Yeah.
But like certainly was a part of at one point.
And here's about
still.
Yeah.
Now he's, happily married. So he's not hooking up. But when he was a hustling bartender by night and aspiring sommelier by day.
With a long roster of casual lovers.
Long is stretching the truth.
Sorry, Austin. I'm sure you had great game, my friend. You bagged Abigail.
Yeah, he bagged me. He had a pretty good game with me. You witnessed.
The second time.
Well, okay, look, the first time we were both wrong. So.
Anyway.
Look, again, on our first date, I told Austin, yeah, I'm not really having sex right now. And
and he stuck around.
Well,
he tried to.
Well, yeah, he didn't try that hard.
Yeah.
We worked out 4 months later.
It's okay, you're married.
Now we're married.
Yep.
It's a great story, though.
It's a good story.
Anyway, I love this. This is so fun.
Yeah.
One Last Stop was like very melancholy in a lot of ways, too, and this sounds chaotic.
This feels like back to the red, white, and royal blue silliness.
Yes, I need silliness.
Yeah.
One Last Stop, I really loved, but it was one that kind of like took me. I had to do it in like small doses.
Yeah. It was heavy.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
But it was really lovely.
It was really lovely.
It was like a New York summer, and this is a European summer.
I'm ready.
European hotties.
Yep.
So I'm pumped. I love that.
Yep.
Okay. Can't wait for August 6th. Okay.
This next one and last one, I read a YA book by this author, and I think this is, don't quote me, but maybe their first adult or the only adult I've seen from them.
Ooh, okay. So coming out August 13th, this is The Breakup Pact by Emma Lord. June and Levi were best friends as teenagers until the day they weren't. All right, another running theme. Now June is struggling to make rent on her beachside tea shop. Levi is living a New York cliche as a disillusioned hedge fund manager and failed novelist.
Wow.
And they've barely spoken in years. Damn, heavy.
Yeah.
But after they both experience public humiliating breakups with their exes that spread like wildfire...
Both?
Yeah, both. Spread like wildfire across TikTok rabbit holes and daytime talk shows alike, they accidentally make some juicy gossip of their own. A photo of them together has the internet convinced they're a couple. With so many people rooting for them, they decide to put aside their rocky past and make a pact to fuel the fire. Pretending to date will help June's shop get back on its feet and make Levi's ex realize she made a mistake. All they have to do is convince the world they're in love, one swoon-worthy photo op at a time. Mm-hmm. 2 viral breakups, 1 fake relationship, 5 sparkling heart-pounding dates. June and Levi can definitely pull this off without their hearts getting involved. Because everyone knows fake dating doesn't come with real feelings, right?
Nice.
Okay.
Cute.
This is fun.
Yeah.
First TikTok-related plot?
I think so.
We've truly reached the modern era.
Well, the other book that I read by this author was called Tweet Cute.
Tweet Cute.
Yeah.
That's a cute name.
Was it a YA? Hang on. Yes, it was. It was cute. It was a Goodreads Choice Award nominee for Best Young Adult Fiction in 2020.
Ooh, okay.
So, I liked it.
All right. These make a good lineup, I think, for the summer.
Okay. This is presumably an adult book, right? It might not be. Yes, it is. It might not be her first one. She's written more books than I realized.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Premise. I like the premise. This sounds fun. But I am also like, look, you can't make a tagline of everyone knows fake dating doesn't come with real feelings, because every romance novel and every romance movie.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
Who do you think we are?
Yeah.
We've been around this block.
Yeah.
A few times.
Anyway, we got to get out of here and get a drink, but what are you reading right now?
I'm still working on Anthony Bourdain, which I am loving.
Mm-hmm.
And I went down a rabbit hole yesterday because I know you said it was like the people who wrote the little blurbs, but one of them sounds a whole lot like Julia Whelan.
I think some of them are actors.
Right. And so I was like, I need a cast list.
Yeah.
Because, like, Bourdain's brother is totally his brother.
Yes.
And, like, obviously Anderson Cooper did his own.
Right.
So,
but I
like,
think some of them are voice actors.
Yeah, the person who does Nancy Bourdain and Gladys Bourdain sounds suspiciously like Julia Whelan.
You know, I didn't think about that, but it's possible.
Julia, let me know. But I am going to pick a plain book for this week because Austin and I are about to go to a wedding this weekend, and we got to go to Richmond, Virginia.
Nice.
And so I'm going to pick up something summary, or I'm maybe going to pick up How to End a Love Story.
Nice.
That I have been sitting on and feel like I've been excited to read, but I also, didn't you read it and say it was kind of melancholy?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's not the candy that I think you want on this trip.
I know. I kind of need a candy. So maybe not that, but I feel bad because I haven't read it yet because I was really excited about it. And I've heard really good things about it.
Save it for when you get back.
Yeah, I probably will. But I need a good candy. So
yeah,
we'll see what I end up with.
Well, you can look over there if you want.
Yeah. Clearly, there's plenty to choose from in here.
You got options.
I got options. Katey, what are you reading right now?
No romance currently, actually, because I sped through two different 3-book series in like a week and a half.
Yep.
I read Aaron Hahn's series. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's hang on, I can tell you. Well, it doesn't fucking say. It's the series that starts with Built to Last.
Mm-hmm.
That was excellent. And then I read that Rebel Blue Ranch series, the 3 books in that, and I read them all since June 10th.
Damn.
And it's June 18th. So I read 2 3-book series in the last week.
That's great.
One of them I read entirely on the plane home from Miami, which is like 3-ish hours. So, you know, whatever. So I loved those. So I took a break from romance because I was just feeling like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I've been listening to the audiobook of Things We Do in the Dark, which is billed as a thriller, but is more mystery, in my opinion, but it's quite good. And then in the same vein, I picked up the new Tana French book because, as I mentioned earlier, Tana French does like good mystery candy. Nice. Yeah. So I'm a big fan of her. It's the sequel to The Searcher, for those of you who read that book. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Anyway, next time we will be reading finally the new Ashley posted.
Oh, well,
I'm so ready. I'm ready to reread it.
I guess that's what I'm picking up next. Well, I don't know. Maybe next, but maybe not. Very soon.
You got 2 weeks.
I got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I need to be better about finishing things early, though.
Okay. So. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Pick it up early.
Yeah, pick it up early. I'm very excited for this one. I've missed Ashley Poston.
I cannot wait to talk about this book, considering I read it 6 months ago.
I know, you got to pick it up again.
And now I can finally talk about it. But I have to revisit it because I have forgotten 90% of what happens.
Well, great.
I know, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
It's going to be like reading it for the first time again.
I saw a headline on The Cut today that was like, maybe my bad memory is good for me. And I almost sent it to you. And the picture was of a goldfish. So
that's me.
That's Katey.
Okay. We're going to go have a cold drink in this very, very sweaty weather.
I hope you're all doing the same.
Me too.